Perhaps you've had this frustration. You're looking at your blog post and the lines break in weird spots and there's this big gap of extra space and you don't even know what to do with it. Well, it might not be the obvious. It might be that not that your words are too long, but that you have some code in there you can't even see. You can see it here in different types of editors. This one's a little more obvious. Look at all this space. Well, how come that's not going on the line before that? There's a great reason, and let's look at the code and see why. These little things, this ampersand nbsp semicolon, that's an and non-breaking space. Non-breaking space means keep it all together and don't let it wrap. So that's what's throwing off your line breaks. So I'm going to show you how to clean it up, and once you clean it up, what happens? This is what it looked like before at the bottom here, and after we got rid of those spaces, look at how nice it wraps now. So let's get on and learn. So let's talk about how those extra spaces get created. Well, sometimes you can just be in here typing. I might just type a sentence. And I might want to put a couple of spaces just out of bad habits from long ago when we all used to do writing in Word only and needed 2 spaces because that's what we were taught to do on our old typewriters and things. We don't need 2 spaces between sentences anymore. But let's see what happens with the code that we just created. I'm going to click on text. Look at that. I did 2 spaces and it made this. Most of the time it's not a big deal, but sometimes if I had a longer word here and I looked at this on a mobile device, it might affect how the words wrap. So that's one way, just by typing in 2 spaces as we just saw. If I typed in more spaces, it's creating more of those, and it will keep it all together just like that. Well, how else do we get content? Sometimes we copy and paste it from another website. What if we had a blog and we really liked this sentence and we wanted to share this message? We might select it, do Control-C to copy it, come back here, and now we might paste it. Looks pretty good, but let's look at the code that was created. Right here we have the and non-breaking space, and here, and here, and it shows up, and look at this, there are lots of extra spaces here. All right, what about from Word? Sometimes we get Word documents and we have to reproduce them as blog posts. So I'm going to copy and paste what's right here. This is all a lot of color and things, but let's see what happens because this is kind of a typical application. I'm going to hit return and do Control-V to paste. Let's see what this created. Wow, let's scroll down. This is all that stuff about Linmar. We have it there, and here, and here, and here, between the sentences. So you can see there are many ways to create it. If you want to clean it up though, here's how you can do that. Go back to the code view, or text view, or source view, depending on your editor. And all you have to do is just highlight it and hit delete, and it will clean it up. It's a shame you can't turn the option off to not create these extra things, but you can't right now. Most editors automatically put them in there when you do more than 1 space. And so we're just going to clean them up a little bit right here to tidy up our code. Because sometimes what happens too is you can copy and paste something from a headline. This becomes a problem because sometimes for your headlines you're copying and pasting from somewhere, and it might put those same extra characters in there and you don't even know they're in there. They're kind of hidden, but it can botch up your links and make things look strange, especially if you send them out in emailed newsletters. So I'm really suggesting that you're kind of careful, that you get rid of those little boogers right there, those little and ampersand nbsp semicolon. That is a non-breaking space. That's it.